Hi, my name's Jay. I'm a photographer that lives in Brooklyn, but I'm from the West Coast and kind of from all over, so yeah, but right now I'm in Brooklyn. I have a lot of different locations that I kind of like shooting at. It changes honestly as I find them. I'm somebody who likes to like walk and find the locations that I like to shoot at, but right now, like all over, I mean, it's New York, so like everywhere is a good location, honestly. One of the brands that I started collaborating with that kind of kicked off all of my collaborations is with Pure Clothing New York. So shout out to Pure Clothing. They definitely really put me on, and I love working with them. And with brands, I just kind of like on Instagram, I find different brands that I like their stuff or like their style of their photos, and then just really reach out to them like, hey, my name's Jay, I'm a photographer based in Brooklyn. If you're ever looking for a photographer, let me know. And sometimes they hit you back, sometimes they don't, but I'm a big universe person, so as it's meant to happen, it will, in my opinion. When I start my shoots, I just like kind of let everybody know, hey, like if you haven't worked with me, this is who I am. And I'm just really big on collaboration. So like if we're doing something and you're like, oh, I'm definitely not comfortable, I don't like that, then I'm like, okay, like let's change it. Let's do something that you're more comfortable with, because if you're uncomfortable, if the model's uncomfortable, then like the photos are gonna look uncomfortable, and then the brand or whoever is like hiring for the photos, even if it's the model, they're not gonna be happy with how the photos look, because they're gonna like think in their own bodies that they look uncomfortable. So I just like to have like collaboration, and I started shooting on film, so a lot of my directing is like because of shooting one shot versus like digital shooting a lot of things. So I tend to just like set up the shot, and then I like make sure I like it, and then I count them down. I just tend to like, make sure all the communication is good with everybody, make sure all the models know where they're supposed to be at, make sure the brand knows where it's supposed to be at. And then in the mornings, I usually shoot in the afternoons. So in the mornings I usually get up and I just like have a like relaxing morning to myself, and, make sure that like my mindset's good. And if I have any questions for the brand, I touch base with them. And, if I was stylist, I touch base with them, and I make sure like everything's solid so that we can go into the shoot like very comfortably and very chill. Right now, I'm like just really enjoying like meeting new people. I'm like learning different brands that I want to work with and people that I want to work with. So right now, my only objective is just to like meet people, hear about their brands, like see if like our mindsets work and fit with each other. I'm a person like very on vibes and like making sure that everything is like meshing well. So I kind of try to put that first before like, oh my God, but obviously there's people I want to work with, but that's how I feel for now. Honestly, Gigi has been by far my favorite model. I started working with her in July, so July to now, July to December. Like we were just looking at her pictures the other day, and it's like her growth has been crazy, and she's like been at almost any single one of my shoots, whether she's modeling or she's helping with styling or she's helping with creative direction or she's helping with anything that like assisting, like really anything, like Gigi's your go-to. But then she's also like, she knows her body, and so she likes to like play and experiment. It's just fun. She's always down for anything, and it's so fun. I love her. What camera do I shoot with? I shoot with a Nikon Z6, which is really cool because I've never had a mirrorless camera before. So I recently got it, and that's been super, super exciting for me. But I actually started shooting on film. So I started shooting on 35mm film. I have a few different point and shoots, with Pantex. Yeah, I have like 4 or 5 different cameras that I kind of mess around with. I've always been interested in photography since I was really young. So I think I just enjoyed playing with cameras, and I enjoyed doing like different things like that. And then I just always really liked shooting. I don't think I ever like actively was like, okay, I like this artist, and so I'm gonna get into it. I really like Andy Warhol. That's a lot of into the kind of realms I like. I work with a lot of artists, and I just like depicting like daily life and different things like that. Right now, I'm just like on a mission to shoot across anywhere. So right now I'm trying to do shooting in 12 cities over in the next year, so 2022. So that'll be really, really exciting, and I'm excited to see what comes out of that.